the announcement that's coming down the pike, the things that's taking place here in Envita. Folks, I tell you what, it's just an exciting time to be a part of such an awesome company that's really and truly setting the pace and just opening up door after door after door for those who have become a part of this awesome opportunity. Again, it's Bobby White. I want to welcome you into the call today. For leaders, you still have a few minutes to reach out to anyone that you have not been able to get through to. Send them the link real quick. Get them plugged into this webinar and call. It is that important. Leaders especially reach back to anyone and everyone who may have just come on board with Envita. Make sure that they know how to get plugged into this webinar, this call, because they're not going to want to miss a single word of it. And as always, I hope everyone already has a pen and paper handy to take notes. I know the things that Philip's going to be bringing out are vitally important to not only you as an individual, but also to your team that you're building. So folks, please have that pencil and paper ready to take these notes. We've got a couple more minutes before we're going to go get kicked off. So you got that time to reach back, put your thinking cap on. Have you touched every base? Have you called every leader in your group? Have they called theirs? Is there anybody anywhere that you missed? Because no one needs to miss a single word of what's fixing to be announced on this call and webinar today at noon. Dave and I are just so excited about the growth of this company. The potential just grows day after day after day. And so with the leaders that's in place here, the visions that they have, and the drive that they have to attain all of these goals that are being placed in front of us, it's just a phenomenal opportunity to be a part of. So again, this is Bobby White from Dallas, Texas. We've got about 2 more minutes now before we get started. So please think about anybody and everybody. Make sure that you've reached out to them. Make sure that they're getting plugged into this call. The announcement that Philip's going to be bringing out in just a little bit, yes, it is that important. This is earth-shaking. This is something that's going to be phenomenal for our company and for those who are taking advantage of this awesome opportunity. Again, you got another minute, about 1 more minute to reach out to everyone. I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity that I deem as an honor to introduce our speaker. I know for many of you that's on the call that you know him, that you've met him personally, and so you know he really needs no introduction. But I know that we also have some new people on the call today, people that just come in and may not have had an opportunity to personally meet Philip. Let me give you a quick background. Eddie and I have known Philip and Cammie, I guess, for about 5 years now. He was a mentor to us. He's always been very helpful to us in learning. Anything that he could do to help us, he always took the time to help us and to share with us things that would help us to grow not only as individuals, but to grow in our business as well. He has a huge heart. One of the things I always tell people about Philip is that he's as consistent of a person that I've ever met in 40 years. He's a consistent, as the sun coming up in the east, setting in the west. He has a huge heart for people, and he had an opportunity to come off the sideline, come back and reach back and help so many others, which includes Debbie, myself, and many and everyone that's on the call today. But, you know, with Philip and his wife, they are true leaders. They're leaders that lead by example. They've experienced what they're teaching and what they're training on, so that's what's important. They've done it, and as Philip would use a statement, he's got the T-shirt, he's got the trophy to prove it. But I want to introduce to everyone today that's on the call our president of Envita, Mr. Philip Hudgens. Philip, are you there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead and take it away.
Okay, buddy. Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate it. If you hadn't called my name up front, I wouldn't know who you was talking about, Bob. All right, folks. We do have an announcement. I'm going to save the announcement for last. I do want to go through some training today. This is the call that I use the opportunity to work on what I see that's needed in the company. And when I looked at numbers this week, we were a little low on prospecting and a little low on referrals. So I really want to work on that today with you. As Bobby said, get your notepad ready, take some notes. As always, this call, the slides, everything here is always available. We'll send them out to you, whatever we need to do. We'll ultimately get them in the back office. But let's get started so I don't keep you tied up too long here today. But prospecting is something that it comes natural to me because I've been doing it for so long. But when I talk to people about prospecting, I try to get people to understand that it's very simple. Again, a way of life. You don't go out to prospect. You prospect while you're out, okay? It's just, I met a couple guys for lunch, prospecting. Met the guy, talked to the guy, da-da-da-da-da-da. Ended up talking with him yesterday, come back, brought a buddy. They're both coming to the meeting tonight, okay? So it's just a way of life for me, but we sat down at lunch, I don't know, I think we was at Buffalo Wild Wings, something, okay? Chicken and rice, Bobby, just in case you're asking. But bottom line, sit down, and the waitress come over, and it was like, can I help you guys? What can I get you to drink? Like, you know, water, tea, whatever they ordered, okay? And I was like, ma'am, I said, how you doing today? She said, I'm doing okay. I said, what do you mean okay? I said, let me see a smile on your face. And she kind of smiled, and I said, why okay? What's going on? And she said, well, I just got here, kind of just getting started, I said, yes, like 11 o'clock. I said, you didn't just get out of bed at 11 o'clock, right? She said, oh, no. I said, well, put that smile on your face. I said, you're 6 foot above ground, not 6 foot underground. I said, you got a lot to be thankful for? Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So every time she came back over, y'all doing okay? Y'all need anything? That big smile on her face. I said, that's the one I want to see. So you talk to people, you make them feel special, you prospect with them, you get the name, you get the number. It's just a way of life. It's just meeting people, greeting people, treating people with respect, and showing yourself friendly and just talking to them. That's all it is. So I label it this way. You become a magnet, and a magnet will draw people to you, okay? You can't be that person that pushes people away. You know, you can't be the person that sits down at the table. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, miss. Excuse me, sir. Could you come here? There's dirt on my table. There's crumbs all over the place. Can you wipe this now, please? That's not a magnet. I mean, you can, you know, when you get your tea, I wouldn't want to drink it, okay? When you get your food, I don't know that I'd eat it. I mean, you just don't treat people that way, and I see it all the time. Excuse me, we've been sitting here a long time. Could you wait on us, please? Well, slow down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? These people have a job to do. They're doing the best they can. But become a magnet, become exciting, become the person that people want to be around. That's called prospecting. That's meeting people. It's networking, and don't take that the wrong way, folks, but networking means you're continuing to put people into your network. You know, I came home yesterday with 3 names and numbers in my pocket. You know, Tim teaches all the time. I'm not going to steal his thunder. When he starts a recruiting mode, when he starts a building mode, you know, he puts 10 pennies in his pocket, 7 pennies in his pocket. Pick a number, whatever it is. And you go out that day in your heart of hearts knowing you don't come back home that night until you move those 7 pennies. And those 7 pennies either mean you prospect, you meet somebody, you get a number, you do a kitchen table, you sit down with somebody and show the opportunity. Whatever it is, you're going to make 7 to 10 contacts of how many pennies are on the right side of your pocket. You move them to the left side, and when you reach in your pocket at 5 o'clock in the evening, you got 3 pennies left, you're in trouble. You got to work 3 more things before you can go home. Folks, that's commitment. But that's prospecting, and that's becoming a magnet. If you've ever played with magnets and you turn them the wrong way, they'll push people away. So if you're constantly negative with people, constantly having problems, constantly talking about your problem, I know a lot of people like that. I went through a lot of those kind of people, okay? You have to get that out of your system. Now, learn to be friendly, positive, excited, and smile. That's what I'm just now talking about. I get ahead of myself on these slides, folks, because it just comes natural. I do it when I wake up, I do it. My wife tells me, she said, I don't know anybody that has the pressure you have on you doing what you're doing, building a business, running a family, taking care of kids, taking care of grandkids in California, homes, businesses all around the country, and you wake up every morning, your feet hit the ground, you're smiling, you're positive, and you go through your emails, you do this, you do that. How do you do it? You just do it, okay? You just do it. You learn to be friendly. I mean, why do we want to find something wrong with everything? Let's find something right with it. Let's be excited. The one thing that you can give people when you meet them is a smile. And so many people, folks, work a job, work a position, work in the public, and they never get any recognition. They never get an attaboy. They never get a pat on the back. They never get anything other than a complaint, okay? So when you show yourself friendly, people are going to come back to your table. They're going to come back to you. They're going to wait on you different. They're going to act different. It is what it is. You only have one shot to make a first impression, folks. Don't blow it. One shot. That's all you got, okay? You have to learn to play hurt. I was just talking about that a little bit. There's no way at 60 years of age I get out of bed every morning and I don't have aches and pains and this and that just like everybody else does, okay? From neck surgery to back surgery to this to that to knees hurting, whatever. Still get out of bed, still play hurt, still do what I got to do. And folks, I use a terminology here on this one is you got to take every excuse in your life that you use not to do something and turn it into a reason to do something, okay? So don't make excuses. It's a very simple concept. You can make excuses or you can make money, but you can't make both, all right? So learn to play hurt. Learn to not show hurt, okay? The old saying that I say all the time, people don't care how much you know till they know how much you care. Slow that down a little bit and really read into it the true meaning. Okay, and we say it all the time, folks. Facts tell, stories sell. All right, so people don't care how much you know. You can sit and talk about stuff all day long. You can be a genius. You can figure out every angle, triangle, quadrant, whatever. Get all that stuff figured out. All right, but people really want to know, do you really care about me? Are you listening? Are you paying attention to what I'm saying? Because you keep coming back with all these facts. You keep coming back with all of this, and you're not really letting me know that you care about me. So if when I talked to that waitress this morning, I cared. I mean, I legitimately, she could tell. Now, I'm not going to go home with her. I'm not going to adopt her, but I care. Okay? And there's a difference there, folks, but you got to get people to understand that you're talking to them about them and their day and how they're doing, and it's very legitimate, and you listen to their answer, and then you come back with something to make them feel better. Very simple, not complicated. Talk to people about it. I mean, same thing. I did it with this lady. What happened? I mean, you just got here to work. You didn't just get up. What's going on? What's happening? Well, blah, 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 blah. Well, let's overcome that, okay? Ask about their family. Ask if their job is secure. What's their likes, their dislikes. That's prospecting. See, when I'm talking to people, are you happy with your job? Give me 3 things you like. Give me 3 things you dislike. I'm looking for ammo. I'm looking for information that I can turn around and come back and use with them to draw them closer to me. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. It's almost like doing discovery, folks. If you're sitting in a home getting ready to do a presentation and getting ready to help them with their finances, you got to do discovery. You got to ask questions to find out where their problems are financially. You got to ask questions here to find out what's going on in their life. That's prospecting. So it's just discovery with people to see what's going on. Make eye contact and listen to the answers. That's the most important thing on this page right here. You can't look away from people, ignore people, have shifty eyes, all this stuff, and you can't ask a question just rapid fire, one right behind the other, and not even listen to the answers. They know you're just passing time till you can get to your buzzword that says, I want to sell you something. They know that. I want to recruit you into something. I got something for you. They can pick up on that. I use the terminology People can smell a phony a mile away, folks. They can look in your eyes and tell if you're home or not, okay? So make eye contact. Talk to people. Listen to people. Listen to the answers. Use the answers to come back. If I could help you with that, would you be interested? You know, I really need to talk to you. I think I could help you with some of the things you just told me you didn't like about your life or your job, or the fact that your job's not secure and you got 2 children and you worry about them every day. I'd like to take some of that stress off of you. Give me your name and number. I'm going to give you a call. Just simple stuff. Just simple stuff. Make people feel special. My mentor taught me back in 1983, when you look on somebody's forehead, see that sign right there, make me feel special. Again, they get beat up, beat on, lied to, cheated on at work, whatever, all of that stuff their whole life, okay? They just want to feel special. So see that sign on their head and remove objections and get closer. So when you start talking to people and you're prospecting, you're just making friends. You're just showing yourself friendly. And when people start to ask you questions or start to come up with objections, they say, most of the time when somebody's talking to me about this, it's one of them MLM things. Is that what you do? I mean, just get to the bottom line. Is that what you do? Well, no, that's not what I do. And you can't holler at them. You can't remove the objection and get further away. You can say things like, well, really, what do you mean by MLM? What does that stand for? What is that? Oh, they're multi-level things. Oh, okay, so give me an example of what do you mean? What does that consist of? Well, that's the Amways of the world, or the whatever they come up with. Say, oh, okay, does that kind of stuff excite you or interest you, or you don't like it? What are you saying? I'm just getting a little bit closer. I'm asking more information, and I'm not trying to turn them off, because they could be excited and getting ready to tell you about an MLM. I mean, you can't just start ragging on an MLM. You can't start ragging on what you're talking. You just can't start saying, oh, no, I'd never do that. And they say, man, I'm sorry, I got to go. Well, they're just getting ready to try to hire you. Those are the good ones. When they're trying to hire you and you're trying to hire them, man, you get a good conversation going with them people. And you got a great opportunity, okay? So remove the objections and get closer. Don't remove the objections and get further away from them. Don't upset people. Don't get into their space, so to speak, and get them confused on what you're really trying to do. Compliment them on something. The smile, their clothes, the way they carry themselves, the way they wait on you, the way they, whatever you see them doing. They're handling their child in a grocery store, doing it in a great manner. They're not just beating on them. They're not pulling them up, jerking them out of the chair, and doing stuff, all of that stuff. My wife and I was having lunch yesterday, and there were some kids behind us, and they were just having a ball. And the mama kept saying, stop, don't leave them people alone. And we'd turn around playing with them, high-fiving, doing stuff. We're like, we got grandkids, we're okay. We get to, next thing you know, the salt, pepper shakers in the floor, they breaking stuff's going in there. I can't take you nowhere. I'm like, calm down, man, it's your kids, It's okay. They're going to make mistakes. It's okay. They're good kids. They're being quiet. If I had one of my grandbabies in here, they'd be all over the place, Just compliment them. And they're like, man, y'all really nice. We appreciate you understanding. I'm not understanding anything. You just got some good kids here. Love on them. That's all. So you compliment people. Okay, you don't offend people. People can get offended over stuff that you really don't know you're offending people over. So be careful on that magnet and not to turn it the wrong way to push people away, okay? Now, you've got to have what I consider an overwhelming power statement when you're prospecting, okay? And that overwhelming power statement, easy for me to say, right, is something that you're comfortable with, all right? So it's not necessarily going to be the same thing for everybody. When you ask people what they do for a living, or when people ask you what you do for a living, your response should generate a thought with them that says, huh, that's pretty neat how you do that. That's all you're trying to get. Man, that's pretty cool. How does that work? Or that sounds like something I could do. What do you do? Okay, well, how does it work that way? So if you can use an example, you can make your own example. Okay, when I'm talking to people and they say, what do you do? I say, do you currently have a game plan in place to get your family where they need to be financially? Well, no, I really don't. If I could show you how to do that, would you be interested? Man, that's pretty cool. How do you do that? Give me your name and number and I'll get back with you. Are you currently making all the money you need to make? Could you use an extra $500,000 a month? Well, who couldn't? What are you talking about? How does that work? Give me your name and number and I'll get back to you. All I got to do is get their attention. All I got to do is pique their interest. All I got to do is trigger something inside of them that says, man, that's pretty cool. I could do that. What are you talking about? There may be hope for me here. See, everybody has the same problems. They run out of money before they run out of month. They don't know if the family is going to be taken care of financially. All the things that I just mentioned, people can relate to. So if you're saying, well, what do you do? Well, I sell insurance. Well, you might as well put a plague on them. They're going to turn around and go the other way. Nobody wants to talk to an insurance salesman. Now, does that mean we're not insurance salesmen? No, that's not what it means. That just means, am I trying to trick them? No. These are the things I do. See, insurance is not sold, it's bought. And they buy it from you because you can help them change their family and set their family up financially. They buy into you when you can help them pay their bills at the end of the month. They're looking for a vehicle. That's all we got is a vehicle. Envita Financial Network, vehicle. That's what it is. So we're going to show them a vehicle that's pretty neat and it works. That's all we're doing. So your power statement needs to say that. And it doesn't have to be mine. It's yours. Make it yours, make it personal, and go with it. Go with it. Okay? Stop here with the information. This is the biggest mistake so many people make. I can't do it. I can do it on a webinar, but you can't get the visual of it. But if you took your right hand and stretched it out as far as you could go to the right side, and your left hand as far as you can go to the other side, like you're going to fly off the top of a building, okay? The right side as far as you can go, that's the information. The left side as far as you can go, that's the presentation, all right? In between that is Death Valley. Stay out of there. Stop here, okay? And then you want them to get to a presentation. So get their name and number, let them know you'll get back in touch with them, explain the details, and answer all the questions. You do that, you contact them within 24 to 48 hours, you set up a kitchen table appointment, you invite them to a meeting, you schedule a three-way call and introduce them to your upline or your mentor, you learn how to edify and do just like Bobby edified me on the call, okay? You learn edification, and then you edify the people that edify the people, and you keep going, okay? So with that being said, folks, on that one right there, the key is 24 to 48 hours. You can't have a pocket full of names and numbers and wait 6 months to call them back. They don't remember you. And you can't go past the information and give them the whole presentation while you're talking to them in a grocery store or while you're talking to them at a restaurant. They're working, okay? So you get back to them. Very simple. Now let's talk about referrals. The reason I selected these two items, okay, there's a lot that goes in between this, getting to the house, getting the discovery, doing all that stuff, but I see numbers in and I see people closing sales, but I don't see a lot of prospecting going on with our team, and I don't see the proper referrals. Referrals is the lifeline of your business. Referrals, you either die or live based on referrals. And let me explain that. If you come to my house and write me and do a great job and then get the people that I know and care about and take care of them, then all of a sudden their family starts to grow up and you take care of them and their family starts to grow up. This is like teaching you how to fish forever, folks. So it's just not giving you a fish to eat one day, okay? And referrals is your business. You're either dying or growing based on the number of referrals you're getting. And I know so many people say, man, I just don't want to blow that sale. I got it. I got the check. I got everything set. I got to get out of there before they change their mind. Wrong attitude. Totally, 100% wrong attitude. You just went in and sold them something, okay? Just went in and sold them something hoping that it's going to stick and hoping you can get to somebody and sell somebody else something. That's not the way to get referrals, okay? It's just not going to happen that way. So Never, ever, ever. Did I say never? Let me say it again. Never, ever, 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 ever say thank you. The person being serviced should say thank you. Now, this isn't cocky. This is understanding people's behavior, okay? The person serviced. If I'm sitting at a table and we're eating and the waitress or waiter is serving me, I'm always thanking them because they're the one doing the job. They shouldn't thank me for sitting at their table. Some people think, well, you owe me. I'm sitting at your table. You got to take care of me. This is your job. Wrong attitude. Thank you for bringing me some more water. Thank you for waiting on me. Thank you for smiling and being so nice. I'm the one being serviced. They're served. Now, when you start thanking people, patting them on the back, giving them a compliment, they will service you better. Okay? I went to dinner one time with a guy that taught me a lesson. He sat down. There was about 5 people. It was a business meeting. He pulled a $100 bill out and laid it right beside of his glass of water. He looked at the waitress. He said, let me tell you something about me. He said, I expect to treat my clientele right. This is my clientele sitting here, okay? I will tip you very big. This is your money laying right here, this $100 bill, as long as you take care of these folks. I want you to take care of these folks. The tea glass didn't get empty. The tea glass didn't get a ½ inch down. This didn't take place. This didn't take place. That person said, I'm going to service these people because this gentleman just asked me to do it and he's willing to pay me for my services. Okay? It wasn't a bribe with the $100. It was just take care of us. I'm going to take care of you. If you don't take care of us, I'm not going to take care of you. This won't be here. Simple. Now, that's going to the extreme, but I'm saying the person being serviced should say, and then when it was all over with, he was all, but thank you so much. You did an awesome job. I appreciate you, blah, 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 and he left his tip, and it was done, okay? So people service. Now, if I'm closing a sale and I'm finishing up, and it doesn't matter to me if the husband's writing it, the woman's writing it, the wife, it doesn't matter, either one. But the spouse that's not writing, I'm going to need them to get their phone and put my number in it. Usually it's a husband and a wife, and you're kind of catering to the spouse being left behind with the kids when the breadwinner. Now, I do realize there's a lot of women today that have careers, and they're the breadwinner, and the husband stays at home and takes care. There's both, okay? So I'm not trying to be either one-sided either way, so don't misunderstand this. But I'm going to make up a scenario and say I'm sitting talking to a man that works at Goodyear and builds tires for a living, and his wife is a housewife, which means she works 24/7. Okay, she takes care of everything else in their life. All right. So now, if I'm sitting there, I'm going to ask her while I'm finishing up the app and getting the information to please get her phone or her little black book, wherever she puts her important numbers, and I need her to be able to contact me in the event that anything should happen. God forbid. But when something happens, I need you to know to get in touch with me. So my first name is Philip, put it under P. My last name is Hudgens, put it under H. My career is insurance, put it under I. Okay? My motto is caring, put it under C. Put it under anything you can remember me by. Because God forbid, when Bill passes away, I want you to be able to call me, and I want to take care of this for you. She's going to say, I appreciate that. She's going to remember that. Okay? Now, so she's going to get a phone. She's going to start writing. Now, when you're finishing the appointment, getting everything set up, look at the couples and ask, are you guys satisfied with the service that I was able to provide this evening, product and price in every way? Don't say thank you, okay? Because when I ask them, are they satisfied in every way, and they say yes, then I can say, I'm glad I could be of service to you. By the way, who do you know that could benefit from our services the way you guys just did? Now, I didn't ask for referrals. I didn't say thank you for your business. Let's reverse that. You say thank you for your business. People with average intelligence or above are going to say you're thanking them for a paycheck. So thank you for your business. Thank you for allowing me to write this coverage on you today. That means thank you, I got paid. By the way, do you know anybody I can make money off of? Well, we don't give referrals. Okay? So when I say, could you please write their name down? They say, we don't give referrals. I say, now, excuse me 1 second. I apologize. I didn't ask for referrals. You told me you were happy in every way with the service, and I said I'm glad I could be of service to you, and you said thank you for helping us. Is that the way the conversation went? Yeah. Okay. So now that I helped you, I want to help your family members. I'm not asking for referrals. Okay. So I want to help the people that you care about. Now, I want you to understand everything I've covered here tonight with you guys is probably true in a lot of your family and friends as well in their lives. The only way I can get to them is through you. We wouldn't want something to happen to them. Now I'm going to give them some examples. You have a sister. Yeah. Is she married? Yeah. They got any kids? 2. Okay. Husband, he works a Goodyear also. Great. What happens if he doesn't come home tomorrow? Are they covered? I don't know. Don't you think you should? Well, that's kind of their business. No, it's kind of your business. It's your sister. So let me paint you a scenario. I hope and pray you never have to go through it. Okay? He doesn't make it home. Something happens. He's in a car wreck. She's got 2 kids. They don't have any insurance. They don't have any savings. They haven't been sat down with anybody to talk to about their future. Okay? What happens to her? She's homeless. She's not working a job, a public job. You got room for your sister and her 2 kids at your house? Well, that's not what I want to do. Then wouldn't you want me to go by and show them how to prevent that from happening? It'll help everybody involved. Just real life stuff. They're going to say, you know what? Yeah, I do want you to show them. Great. So write the names and numbers down of your family members and friends that you're concerned about. Well, I really can't think of a lot of people right now. Well, they're in that phone laying right there, aren't they? Don't you have them in there on like quick dial? Oh, yeah, we'll go down through there. Great. Okay, so they start writing the names. They start writing the numbers. Okay? Put a star by the first 3 that you'd like for me to contact first, whether it's a sister, brother, cousin, neighbor, whoever you're most concerned about, put a star by them. As a matter of fact, I'm going to ask you to give them a quick call and let them know how much better you guys feel about your future right now, and give them my name and encourage them to take my call. Would you do that for me? Would you do that for them? Yeah, I'll do that for you. Great. And do it for them, more importantly. Because if I don't get to them, we know what could happen. Now, folks, did you hear my voice change? Did you hear me take control of the conversation? Did you hear me slow down? Did you almost hear me whisper? If I was a betting man and I could prove it, I'd bet that each one of you are as close as you can get to your speakers right now not to miss anything I'm saying. It's called voice control. It's called staying in touch. It's called staying in control of the appointment. That's called getting people closer to you, not pushing them away from you. I want their undivided attention. I want them to be listening very close so they don't miss any of the details that I'm going through. And I can control that conversation by controlling my voice. I don't have to scream at them. Okay? I want to draw them closer to me. I want to get them to understand, really say. Now, if you talk loud, talk a little lower. If you talk low, speak up a little bit. Change up. Do something different. Okay? So now, here's what you understand from me. I'll stay on this page. Bottom line, when they get the paper and they start writing, if they stop, I stop. And it's very nonchalant. It's not offensive in any way. It's a move that I learned years ago. You having a problem there, Sue? Yeah, I'm having a mind, I'm going blank. You going blank? Yeah, well, continue to scroll down through your phone. It's okay. Let me help you. Who do you know that's most energetic person you know? Oh, that would be Sue. That would be John. That would be Bill. That would be Bob. Whoever. Okay, you got Bob's number? Yep. Matter of fact, I do. Boom. Okay. Now they'll start again. Then they'll stop, and I'll slow down. I see that mind block hit you again. Yeah. Who do you know that works on production? Oh, so-and-so works at the plant. Yeah, yeah. They do pretty good working on production? Oh, yeah, make a lot of money. That's a hard worker. I'm looking for hard workers. Put that person down. Who do you know drives a drink truck? Who do you know works for whatever? Just jog the memory a little bit and keep them writing as long as you're writing. and they'll notice that you're going to stop writing when they stop writing, and they'll keep writing so you can finish the application so you can get you out of the house, because they know, you know, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is coming on. They want to watch TV. So they want you out of the house, okay? It works. You'll get a minimum of 10 referrals if you ask for 10 referrals, okay, this way, all right? Now, talk to them about the business opportunity, because as I'm talking all the way through my presentation, you're going to hear me talking to them about the business opportunity, just little subtle things that go in there, okay? Let me ask you a simple question. Either one of you guys see yourself helping families the way I just helped you? Well, I don't know if I could do this or not. Well, it wasn't real complicated. We're seriously looking for folks to help get as many people as we can before situations happen in their lives, and we're willing to really compensate very, very well for doing this. Well, what are we talking about? How we invite them to a meeting, get them to an opportunity, get them on the phone, talk to them a little bit, entice them, get them to the next step. But those kind of things, folks, I bleed into my presentation all the way through. If I'm making a comment and I'm doing a dime and they see what's happening and they see that they had 100,000 versus they needed 800, and they say, wow, I said, yeah, you know what, probably 90 to 95% of your friends are in the same boat, and we can use a lot of help getting to those people. So there's an opportunity here for one of you if you'd be interested in learning how to do what I do. Things of that nature. Get them when they have a moment that they say, man, that's amazing. We never realized we were that far off, or we never realized it worked this way. You know, most people don't either, and we need good quality people to get to those people. So you're recruiting through the whole deal, okay? Now, invite them to go with you again, weekly meeting, call, whatever. 6 steps. Folks, never miss an opportunity to talk about them. It's working for us. About 60% of the people we're signing up right now is getting a license, and I think we really and truly have about 30% of our people using this system. So when we get 70% of our people using this system, we'll have 85, 90% of our people getting licensed, all right? And it's exploding our business. I'm telling you, we're seeing it explode in pockets. We're seeing it explode all over, but you simply get people in, get the house in order, sign them up for the study course, set a test date 14 days out. I know Rick in California said let's change ours to 30. I'm okay with that. It's a little harder. It doesn't work as quick. Okay, I get it. But I just encourage you, if you're in an area that you have to change, folks, change it, but you still need to keep discipline in there. Procrastination will come in every single time if you just say, okay, we're in a hard state to actually set your test date. So sign up for the study course and get your test date later when you can. Well, when you can, don't come around. So don't do that. Put a date on it, 14 days, 30 days, whatever you can come up with that works for your particular situation. Get fingerprinted, determine your why. Folks, this is probably the hardest one, number 4, because when you start talking to people about their why, it gets personal. And sometimes people say, well, man, you're getting a little personal with me. Yep, you bet. You told me you wanted to make 100,000 this year. You told me you wanted to make $1 million this year. You asked me if I could help you change your life. Yeah, I can do that, but I can't do that if I don't know what you want. I can't do that if I don't know where you're at. I can't do that if I don't know your goals, if I don't know what's happening, if I don't know what's going on. I got to know something about you. I got to know what gets you up, keeps you up. It ain't going to be me. I'm not a babysitter. So I got to know your why. And folks, I tell you, if you can talk about your why, you don't have one. It ain't deep enough. Okay? Make a list. Write your people down. Don't qualify them. He's too short. He's too tall. She's too pretty. He's too ugly. You can't do that. Just write them down. Okay? Put your upline in front of them, 1 to 3 people, 48 hours. Now, you step, I step, you stop, I stop. This is our system. It works. Some of you say, well, that's okay. I'll let you slide on number 4. We'll come back to that. All right? Then you know what happens? When they get people, they'll let them slide on number 3 and 4. And then when they get people, they can slide on number 2, 3, and 4. And it just waters down, and waters down, and waters down, and 6 steps become no steps, and you hire people, and you never help change their life. This is a life changer. If we get you licensed, you've got a license to go out and print money. If you don't get licensed, you're right where you were when we met you. Okay? So understand how important this is. All right? Now, our May triple play. I'm always going to talk about these things we got going on. May 31st is coming up. So folks, I don't know how many people it is. We haven't received in the sheets. So I'm told that we've got 4 or 5 people that have qualified for this. But folks, the leaders hear me, and the people that have qualified hear me. We've got no paperwork on this yet. We need the paperwork to justify and show that you've actually done it. We don't need a hearsay, so-and-so did it, they did 3, they got 3 sales, they got it, promote them. No. We said at the beginning we needed the paperwork, okay? Not mad at you, not upset with you, this is a positive. We just got to get you to understand the system is a system. We got to follow the system. We put the triple play system in place for 30 days. This simply says if somebody existing, okay, that's already here, if you go out and put 3 people in direct to you, get their 6 steps in order, you get a promotion to the level 2. If you're a brand new person, you go out and complete your 6 steps, get 3 people in, get their 6 steps, you're promoted to level 2. Now, folks, we know that this is going to explode your business. We've talked to you about it and talked to you about it. But bottom line, the other 3 that's going to get 3, that's going to get, you're going to end up running about $50,000 a month in base shop in less than 30 days. I've already put the numbers to it. I've already watched it. I already know what will happen. And we've done it before. Okay? So trust me on this one a little bit. Don't let the 31st sun go down on the 31st and not get your 3. Go get your 3, get them in class, get their house in order, get your promotion. Okay? So it's there for you. Let's go make it happen. But you've got to send it in. Here's the sheet. We don't have any of these sheets. All right? But I know we got 5 or 6 people that's done it because people have been telling me this one did it, this one did it, this one did it, she did it, he did it. So get the names on the sheet and get them into us. That's what we need to see so we can verify the sales, verify everything, the test date, all that stuff, lock it in. We can start giving these promotions out over the phone. We can talk about people. Can't talk about people because I can't see what I'm talking about. So let's get that done. Okay? Now, we said a major announcement, folks. This will be a face changer for our company. This will be something that I think will go down in history with this one because we've made a decision inside of Envita that a lot of companies haven't made that decision. We're putting together everything we got and making it for the Latino community. We're putting it in Spanish. We're started a Spanish meeting up on Monday nights in place of Sunday nights. We're getting people to come in and train with Spanish. So we're very, very, very understanding of that market. And it took us a while, but we negotiated a contract with a company called Manhattan Life. And the way they do it, they partner with you. So Envita Financial Network has just partnered with Manhattan Life. And Manhattan Life has everything they've got. They've got some very, very competitive term products. They've got products that are available over the phone. They've got 2-day turnaround on their issues, simplified issues. They will take an ITIN number. That's what a lot of our Hispanic market has been asking for. Folks, we now have it. It's in place. This company is very solid. It's been around since 1850. It says back after the Civil War they were known as Old Reliable. But I'm going to tell you something, folks. When you go there and you get in their office, it's a very personal touch with what's going on. All of their material is duplicated already in Spanish. They're working right now. These brochures that say Viva Life, Manhattan Life at the bottom, Family Life, they own several different companies. They'll come back and put our name on it and brand this for us, and it'll have Envita on it when you pass it out to your families. Okay, that's how much they're partnering with us. So they'll brand it just for us. The applications, they're over the internet, like 2 pages, even if it is paper. It's very simple. They've got living benefits. It's pretty amazing what they put together. They've committed to us. We've committed to them. We've kind of locked the deal in. and we're moving forward with this relationship. And folks, we're excited about it, but here's what I want you to understand. It's very similar to National Life from a standpoint of the way you are contracted. So you won't need to call us, you won't need to call Amy, you won't need to contact your upline. They go from the top down, so they've licensed and contracted us as a company. We've gotten our top tier of management this week with the paperwork in to get those licensed, and then they send out your internet, almost like your letter, again, your invitation. They'll send it out to you. So as soon as your direct upline sends in their paperwork, their contracting over the internet, as soon as they send it in, then they will give them the right to go downline to their direct downline people and send out the invitation. And then you, if you got people under you, once you sign yours, you'll send in your people, and they'll send letters to those people, or internet, I should say. I call them letters, emails. So everybody will be licensed in probably somewhere around 2 to 3 weeks. That's our goal. 4 weeks outside to go all the way down through it. Okay, they do it very quick. We've noticed a quick turnaround. They're excited. They worked hard to work with us to get our company. They really see the potential here. We'll have these folks on our Sunday night calls. We'll get somebody from the Spanish side on a Monday call to be able to train on products, work on this. So it's very exciting. Now, this is in English and Spanish, so don't misunderstand. Everybody can use this product, all right? And there are some good products inside of here. It's not just solely for one market. It's out there, but it's something that we've been asked for and asked for and asked for, and we finally found a company that would actually do it with us and partner with us the way we like to have relationships with companies. They've got some unbelievable trips coming up. We'll get all the qualifications, all that stuff for you. But as of right now, we're kicking this off officially, and we've already signed up. We've already got everything rolling. And again, it'll come layered down, one layer at a time. You'll start to get your invitations, get your people in, and then we'll immediately be writing business with them. You can actually send in business with your contract if you want to. So they're in a hurry. They're excited. They want to grow. They want our business. They've looked at our track record. They know who we are, and quarters is pretty heavy. Okay, so we're excited. We think this is some great news for our company. It's another solid carrier that we've added to our portfolio, and it's another thing that we really try to encourage people to understand. We will go down in history known as the agent's company because we listen. When you ask for something, we can't snap our fingers and make it happen, but we start at that point doing everything we can to make it happen, and it took a while on this one, but we're here. Okay, so we're going to do everything we can to get you the tools you need to take care of the marketplace that you're going after, and we're very sensitive to each and every market out there. So guys, keep your eyes, ears open. You know, whatever you need, let us know. We'll go to work, do the best we can do to get it. And again, this will be an exciting addition to our company. So if you can't tell, we are definitely excited about it. Live and Grow, folks. Register for this event, July 22nd through 24th, location Dallas. I could go for the next 15, 20 minutes and not get my point across. But, folks, I can just tell you this. The one that's got the most people here is going to be the one that makes the most money next year. It's pretty much that simple. The convention, every event's important, but the most important event is the next event, and the events are only going to come out as good as the promoters. So, folks, you need to start promoting these events immediately. You can't wait till July 21st and invite people. You start inviting people now. You start getting people in now. You start getting the people that come in to get them to understand. And if you go work hard and get your 3, 6, 9, 12 people in, whatever it is, and get those folks to the convention, you're going to come back next time, and that thing is going to double and do everything you want it to do. Okay? I just had a question come across my phone, and I think the question is, can agents and customers sign up with a TIN number? And the answer to that is no. Customers can sign up for the product, but you still have to have a insurance license and, to sign up and actually sell the product. So the ITIN number would not qualify you to sell it, but it'll qualify you to buy it, okay? We haven't found a company yet that will do that one, okay? But we're working on it, all right? So, folks, appreciate you, love you, respect you, look forward to seeing you somewhere real soon. I know I got 3 couples that's going to be excited here in about another week, 10 days. We're going to be in the Dominican. We still got a fight going on. Don't give up until Thursday midnight to get your business in for the second bracket on our Spring Madness. Okay, that's still going on. And I can tell you, I don't know who's in it. I know one that's in it, and I know I hadn't seen him all week. He's out of my office here, and I think he's been out selling all week, I'm pretty sure. So he's working hard to get that where we need to get it, okay? So I'm hoping you're working hard too. It's going to be a fight to the finish. It's a close race between several of you. I wouldn't give up until the crow hollers in the morning, or the chicken, or whatever, okay? So anyway, folks, again, appreciate you. Let's have a great week, and we'll get all this information out to you, and let's go out and prospect, grow your business, get the business done, get your referrals, build your business, get your layers, get everything going. Again, have a great week.